Welcome back to the channel. It is a new day, a new dawn. We have a new list of parts. Did I say farts? I meant parts. A new list of parts to put on this car to make it just that 1% more weapon. This is going to be absolute weaponized. I mean, we're not doing a lift or anything. That's coming later. We need to actually find out that this has a lift. So it's like not a lift, but it is a lift. So it's got heavy duty springs, which has brought it up like an inch and a bit. So it's not classified as a lift, but it is a lift. So yeah, we got some heavy duty springs to go on the back, lights, talking a whole bunch of heap of cool stuff. We'll write down a list on a whiteboard, get that written down, show you the list, and we'll get stuck into it. We got a week of lockdown now because somebody wasn't too smart and went out into the community. So we got a week of circuit breaker lockdown. So we got a week to get some cool stuff done in this car. So stick around and we'll get into it. Alright, so what we did last night was we went through and wrote a list of what we were going to do. It's handy that you do this so that you just know what you're going to do, and once you've done something you can cross it off. So we've got a list of handy mods and stuff. So we've got new headlights, spotties, new lights, UHF, a whole bunch of stuff. It doesn't have to just be mods, you can also put stuff like full service. Now this is in preparation for a big trip, which I will talk about later. But you know, we've got a whole list of mods to do, so stick around and we'll get into doing them now. Alright, so these are all the parts we've got, and it is finally time to do an unboxing on the channel. We just haven't done one yet, and I think the viewers are owed one, so we're going to go through all these boxes and see what we got. So I'm going to start with these. Oh boy. Right, so you may have seen these on the Zook, but we have LED party lights, I guess. These ones are for a Jeep XJ. They're a 7-inch round light which fits GQ, Suzuki LJ50, as we've seen, Jeep. It fits a wide range, but what makes these special, well not special, but different from the Zook ones, is these have got Bluetooth capabilities. So we can go through and make these go full party mode, really do whatever the hell we want. So that'll be really cool. I'm really psyched with these, and they look so good. Already cut. I think it was already. Somebody already did a cheeky cut there. Alright, Ooh, box inside of a box. We'll start with the small one. Alright, so here we have, I'm not sure what we've got here. What do we have? Oh, righto. So we went to King's and got a spotlight set, but they came with some cheeky little extras like these spreader lights. So we'll probably mount these on the bull bar facing outwards, give us a bit of light spread. It's pretty handy. I think the mounts, yeah, the brackets here, that'll be good. They'll go on the bull bar, should. So put these back in, move them to the side. Did we get 2 bull light bars? I'm not sure. Spotties. Ooh. Make sure you're not dumb like me and just be willy-nilly with your knife. Cool. So here we've got our King spotties. Oh nice, they don't. So previous spotties came with this blue ring, but luckily these lights don't have them, which will go well with our black and red theme. I think they're a 6-inch diameter. 7-inch diameter, thank you for that. And they'll go on the front. Probably, actually, I'll just walk over. We'll probably mount them, I think here. Maybe. We'll see. In there. Yeah, maybe like that. We'll see. We've got a wide variety of things to do. I don't think I have to pull out the light bar for you, because I'm pretty sure you know what the King's light bar would look like. Here's our wiring harnesses for everything. I won't pull them out, but we'll be able to wire everything up. And our 20-inch slimline. Oh, I'll pull that out. May as well. There we go. So that's nice. So nice slim line 20-inch light bar. I'll also show you where this goes, just because. So this will go in here. That way we can allow as much air as possible to go through to the radiator, because as some of you may know, these cars have had problems with overheating. So if we put that in there, nice slimline light, all the air should go around it and go straight to the radiator and keep the car cool. And it looks good. Alright, so I'm just going to bring you through what we've done so far at the front, because this has been more centered around the front. So we'll start with our grille. Got the grille nice and painted. Now Dad decided for this like misty red on the inside, which I don't know if it works yet. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it might grow on me, we'll see. I've gone for some nice party cool lights. So they light up with the rings, which just go in here. Just turn the ignition on. I think I've just got set them on red right now, so that red looks really nice and cool. Then we've gone for a King's light bar, spotlight and spreader package, and this was like 250 bucks or something. It was like really cheap for what we're getting. Cheap. So we got our spreader lights, we got our spotties. Now originally we wanted the spotties elsewhere because as you know with TD42s they tend to overheat. So we wanted as much air going to the radiator as possible. That's not really going to happen because the light bar's not... Well, there's just a bunch of things that we thought we could do that we can't. But it's okay, we're going to run it like this. Now I'm just wiring in the UHF aerial. We got good old stubby holder on that. You can't have an aerial without it. So I'm just running all the wires. Everything's nice and neat tucked behind here except for the UHF wire, which I haven't finished yet. We found this good grommet in there. I don't know if you can see it. I can't even see it right now. It's somewhere in there. There's a nice grommet where we can run everything through. So we got a wire coming through here. We were able to plug the lights straight into the fuse box, which is really nice. So we just got to get that tidied up. But yeah, good progress is happening on the front of the car. Now to the roof rack, because that is really cool and I can't wait to show you. So this is probably what the roof rack will look like as it sits. We've got the Max Trax holders on the front. This will work as hopefully a bit of a wind buff or whatever you want to call it, but they just look darn cool sitting like that. Now on this side we've kept it relatively the same to how it was before. Here at the rear we got ourselves a nice King's awning. Now I can't tell you the measurements because I've forgotten them, but it's supposed to be just a rear awning. On the side, awning as always. Now here we've got another King's box to go, which should be roughly 3/4 the size of this one. We're going to go for two the same, but it sort of pushes the swag forward, and because there's the bolt here, we just don't want to risk sort of puncturing the swag or puncturing the swag bag. We've gotten for ourselves secondhand I believe 80 or so litre tank. I'm not entirely sure how many litres it is. We've just painted it up to make it look a lot nicer. But yeah, this is a belly tank, I believe they're called. So it adds on, it's like a sub tank but more I believe. So this will just be better in giving us a lot better range, because as a diesel they're not renowned for being the most efficient diesel, even though it is a diesel. So the more diesel we can fit in there, the better. So this will be nice, and I'll quickly come over here and show you these flash parts. I'll need a knife for this. So what we have here is a dual filler cap. So this will replace our single filler and allow us to have two tanks. So it's essentially just for a dual fuel setup, but in our case we'll be running diesel for both tanks. So this replaces the old filler, and that way we can fill up both tanks or have one tank empty, one tank full, whichever way we want to do it. And we'll wire that up to the front, and we'll be able to switch between both tanks, and it should be really good in improving our range off-road, just our range in general. Should give us what, maybe an extra 300 odd Ks. I'm not entirely sure. Along with that we have our hosing here, which I'll keep in the packet, so we want to keep it nice and pure. That way we can run all the hosing to the new tank, and you know, without hosing you can't really get fuel to it. So now I'll jump to our springs, because I really want to see what these springs look like. So, not ready? Now these are our new heavy duty rated springs for the rear. I'll just walk over to the rear. So these will replace the current springs that are in it. Because of the amount of weight that will be up in the rear, we wanted to put even more heavy duty springs than there are right now, because we've got the dual drawers, we've got fridge, we'll have the extra tank and everything up on top. It's a lot of weight on the rear, so we'll have these nice heavy duty springs. So we'll hopefully get them in sometime this week. Yeah, that'll be a bit of an upgrade, because in case you didn't see in the previous video, this sort of tends to droop down quite a bit when it's loaded. So hopefully this will bring it back up to a nicer ride height. Alright, so something very exciting is happening for the channel, and I'm really stoked about this. But I've got myself a new camera. So what I have here is a GoPro Hero 7 Black. So normally I'd be shooting on this camera here, which is a Canon SX710 Hypershot, or something like that. But now I've got this mighty GoPro that hopefully shows everything better. This camera did me well, but if you look at the shot, you can see there's spots in the lens and everything. But this thing is an absolute weapon. I've tested it out a little bit. Still need to get shots and everything right, like settings in terms of like what view I want to use. But yeah, I got myself a new camera. Hopefully this will make the availability of shooting a lot easier for me. Hopefully it'll make the shot a lot better, especially for the viewers. Hopefully the sound quality is better. But yeah, a bit of an upgrade from this to, well, this. So we got a whole heap of stuff done that like just, it looks amazing now, like tour everything, but I'll just take you through everything we've done so far, just to get you up to spec, because I haven't been the best with filming everything. But we'll start at the front here. Lights, light bar, 2 spotties and 2 spreader bars. They light up the night, make it night and day difference. It's just so good. It's just from Kings. They were cheap. Does a really good job. We all wired it up ourselves, so you know, if we can do it, a monkey can do it. It's that easy. And here we have these beautiful looking things. I'll just go in, turn the ignition on, because they just look that good. That's ignition on, I think. There we go. Currently we've got the white halos on it, because apparently anything other than that is illegal, but on camera they sort of look purplish, so that's kind of cool. But we can make them a cool red for when it's angry, or go, you know, party mode when we want to. Speed up, go full party. So good. I absolutely love these. They are one of the best looking mods we've done in the car. UHF aerial looking nice. This is Uniden aerial, actually. Yeah, Uniden aerial, then Uniden brackets. Here we've got another Uniden bracket that's for our sand flag, which when we go in here, I'll show you our super awesome UHF setup. So here we've got our UHF. I won't turn it on. Actually, I'll just turn the oh, that's not volume. So that's our UHF setup. So we got this there. It's a it's a Uniden UH5045. We did have to buy a speaker for it. That was like 20 bucks, so it was pretty cheap. Everything's nice and mounted, and in there where the ashtray was, we're not using this anymore. I'll show you. Here's our spotlight switches up there and there, which just use factory switch spots. If I turn them on, I'll just show you, even in the day, they make a day difference. I'll just come around the front. Finally, I don't have spots in the lens, so I can actually show you lights properly. But that is a whole heap of light, and it's just gonna make driving in the desert, driving anywhere during night, say hi to puppy dog, it's gonna make it so much better, and just, it's gonna be awesome. I'm so happy with the front end of this car. In terms of inside, we haven't done much. We've just got the VMS in there, which I think was done prior. Then we've run power through here to the rear. So if I come around here, we've now got power for us kitties in the back. This is pretty easy to install, and we've just got a USB port, so I can charge the GoPro. I can charge really whatever I want, which is super handy for us. I wanted to try to do something where I utilize the ashtray, but we'll do something else for that. Maybe some switches for LEDs in the future. Okay, I can't flip the seat forward, But in there we have got a 65 litre water bladder. I'll just go around to the other side because I can show you the filler hoses and everything. But we have 65 litre water bladder. Forgot who it's made by. So we got our filler and breather pipes there. We actually filled it up and we've got a 12 litre bucket, and I think we went through that 12 litre bucket 8 times, I think, or 7 times, which is a bit more than 65 litres if you do the math. Yeah, 7 times we had to fill and drain it. It still tastes like plastic, so we need to, you know, drain it, refill it a couple times. Apparently it's supposed to get better over just more use. We've gone through, we've done it, flushed it with vinegar, and then I think we've got some lemon flavored tablets in there, so hopefully it won't taste like yuck plastic. Back to the front, we have got the maxis up the top like that. They sort of follow the line of the front windscreen, which makes them look super duper duper cool and just makes it look a whole lot like, just looks really mean and like tourist spec. Just for our sake, we painted up these washer wiper arm thingies to make them look black because they were like faded and silver and everything, and it was sort of yucky, so we just painted them up to make the front look heaps better. Along with that, we painted the grille in this nice matte black color. It just makes it a lot cleaner. Now Dad had the idea of doing sort of like a red dusting in there, which I didn't like at first, but sort of all the black and with that little touch of red, it sort of makes the front come together and look a lot better. Now we will have a new bull bar going in at some stage in the future. How long, I can't tell you, but there will be a new bull bar. We got the awning up here. We step up, we've got the roof pod. There'll be 2 more tubs and then a swag going up here. But now to the business end, the rear. This is really like so good up the rear. So we got rear awning now in, folds out. I've got headspace. I don't even need to duck down. I can just walk past it, which is so good. Then we open this and voila, rear setup and everything. Then here we got this telling us how much volts our dual battery has, and yes, it's low because we disconnected it from the main battery to try drain it, so it's going down. Travel buddy, travel oven, kick-ass. This thing's legendary. This opens up, we got everything in there. I really do recommend this. You can get from like BCF and Full Drive Supercenter, like those plastic ones, but they just produce soggy, they're not really good pliers, let's be real. So this thing, crisp pliers, so good. Pull this out, we got our table in here. This is from King's. It is perfect, it folds out and is really sturdy, but also just a nice work space, and it is supposed to slide back, but we've got it blocking right now. But yeah, you can slide it around to have space. The drawers are fully packed. 2 fridges in here. These aren't our fridges, we're borrowing them because we had to get rid of our fridge because it was sort of playing up. So before this trip we weren't really able to get one. We've got the side wings in and everything. Now for the drawers, we did get a anti sort of like, it was a kit that would make everything stop, like make everything in the drawers stop from catching on the top of the drawers, because anybody that's installed these knows that all the edges on these drawers are quite sharp. So it's just a pinch weld kit that's pre-cut. We could have just bought some normal pinch weld, but yeah, that's all nice and in there. We got our bin bag at the rear, along with a brand spanking new spare and brand new wheel, which leads me to these 100 bucks. How much was it? Yeah, 100 bucks. You can have the set with a nice black painted one. Tires aren't really in good condition. That one's pretty bad. This one's alright. That one probably be alright. But yeah, and yeah, that's what's been done so far. We got the shovel up there, but that was there before. And really, it's just been transforming this into as much of an off-road tourer as possible. Alright, so now is the perfect time to talk about the trip that we just did, and the trip that you're about to see, that will be upcoming in another episode, so make sure you subscribe to see that. But we went to the Simpson Desert. Well, this is what we built it up for, was to go across the Simpson Desert. I won't talk about anything else apart from the fact that we went to the Simpson Desert. This thing was an absolute beast. Didn't complain about anything. It's just a weapon. Couldn't be more proud of it. You know, didn't even overheat. We thought we were going to get some overheating issues, but it was fine. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so that you get to see that, which will be in an upcoming episode on the channel. So there you go. That's the trip that's going to be coming up, and it'll be on the channel. We've got some good friends coming with us. There'll be a drone, so we'll get some cool drone shots. So make sure again that you subscribe. So I guess this is where I'll cap the video off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this new camera works really well. I hope you guys like it. I reckon it looks pretty schmick. I've already seen some stuff. So yeah, please subscribe, like the video, comment down below. You know, what do you think? Do you like new headlights? Do you like what we've done with the spotties? Do you think it's a bit overkill with the lights? You know, comment what you think about the car. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in another one.